VCK calling for a separate statehood. Two controversial comments by controversial DMK leader A. Raja against a religion. There is an attempt to polarize, instigate and divide by certain political quarters increasingly in Tamil Nadu. Now, they must get the message loud and clear. Tamil Nadu is integral to India and India is integral to Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is integral to the vision of a secular India. All vitriol must stop. We must bring the people together. Ladies and gentlemen, let's debate.
Addressing a meeting of Dravidar Kazhagam, DMK MP A. Raja made this divisive comment.
விபச்சாரி மகனாக இருக்க விரும்புகிறீர்கள், எத்தனை பேர் தீண்டத்தவனாக இருக்க விரும்புகிறீர்கள் என்கின்ற கேள்வியை உறக்கச் சொன்னால்தான் அது சனாதனத்தை முறியடிக்கின்ற அடிநாதமாக அமையும் என்பதை.
2 months ago, the same DMK MP was talking about a separate Tamil Nadu.
அண்ணாவளியிலே பயணம் செய்கிறார் முதலமைச்சர். எங்களை பெரியார் வழிக்கு தள்ளிவிடாதீர்கள், தனிநாடு கேட்க எங்களை விட்டு விடாதீர்கள், மாநில சுயாட்சி தாருங்கள், அதுவரை நாங்கள் ஓய மாட்டோம் என்று சொல்லி விடைபெறுகிறேன்.
The BJP is calling him out.
Annamalai will tell us what to do because complaint is now given. DGP has given assurance that the complaint will be forwarded to Central Crime Branch and the Commissioner of Police here, and if action will be taken, FIR will be registered. If not, the next course of action will be decided.
The fact is, some have made secession politics the focus point.
தமிழ்நாடுடைய முழுமையான விடுதலை, தமிழர்களுடைய உரிமை, இந்திய ஒன்றியத்திலிருந்து தமிழ்நாடு என்பது ஒரு தனித்துவமான நாடு என்பதை அடைவது என்பதுதான் செங்கோடி அவர்களுக்கு நாம் செலுத்தக்கூடிய உறுதிமொழி, கடமை என்று சொல்லி செங்கோடிக்கு வீர வணக்கம் செலுத்தி விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
தென் மாநிலங்கள் ஒன்றிணைந்து, தென் மாநிலங்கள்லாம் ஒன்றிணைந்து திராவிட நாடுகள் கோரிக்கை அப்படிங்கிறது வலு அடைகிற மாதிரி ஒரு சூழல்
வந்தால் வரவேற்கும்.
Tamil Nadu is an integral part of India.
It is always wonderful to be back in Tamil Nadu. This is land, and this land is special. The people, culture and language of this state are outstanding.
Tonight, it's time to call out all those who divide. Let's debate.
Khushbu Sundar of the BJP, and we have VCK ally, DMK ally VCK's Vikraman. Comment 1, A. Raja says, we have to work towards breaking Sanatan Dharma, which means he says we have to work, and he says if we are vocal about these questions, it will become elemental in breaking Sanatan Dharma, in other words, breaking Hinduism, right? Khushbu, I want to start with you. Would a statement calling for the breaking of any other religion be allowed? But to break
Definitely
Hinduism...
not. Definitely not. They will not even have the courage to do so, Arnab. It is just that because the Hindu and the Hindu people are so tolerant that they time and again have been abusing this one religion. And let me tell you, I have been part of DMK. Whatever they say that religion or secularism to them, it is all humbug. They are someone who actually offer prayers before every election. And this is just, asking for a divide is unwantedly trying to create a controversy or stir a controversy and create problems, because then they want to stand up after creating controversy. They want to stand up and say that we are here and we are trying to solve the problem because we believe in secularism and we believe everybody has to stay united. I challenge Mr. A. Raja. He's a good friend, but I'm pretty upset with the kind of statement he has made. And I challenge him. Will he have the courage or the guts, anybody from DMK, their alliance, to speak a word against Christianity or any other minority community, including Muslim community? Will they ever have the courage to say so? They will not. They will never ever have the courage. They will never even attempt to utter a word about it. Why is it that they find it so easy to abuse one particular religion?
In fact, not just the attack on religion. Another thing which has become commonplace nowadays among people from the DMK, VCK, is the threat to break Tamil Nadu from India. This has become another new tactic. a threat.
They can never break. They can never break Tamil Nadu. Tamil
No,
Nadu
no, no.
is a
But they
very,
say,
very
but they
strong
say, but they
state.
say it all the time. They say it all.
Keep saying it. They've
say
been demanding it. They
They
have been
say it all
saying
the
it.
time.
And
They
the
say.
other-
They
the
say.
other people.
They say it
But
all the
Arnab,
time. They say it. They say it. And in fact, Vikraman says it all the time. He keeps
No,
saying.
they
Vikraman, who is
think-
here on the program, he keeps saying, we should have a referendum. Should we have a referendum to decide if Tamil Nadu wants to remain in India or not? He says this. 1,670 men and women from Tamil Nadu, right, served India's armed forces during the 1971 war. They have fought for an integrated India. And a person, a Johnny come lately like Vikraman comes and says, should we have a referendum to determine if Tamil Nadu wants to remain in India or not? He thought he will get away with it, and I'm asking him here today. He makes these comments. He asks viewers, should we remain in India or not? In what capacity, Khushbu, do you think a person like Vikraman asks this question? To get maybe 2-3 more YouTube hits.
And you have Vikraman here, and you don't ask him.
No, I'm asking the question to Khushbu, but you said it, no?
Be answered by Ms.
Did you say
Khushbu.
so? Did you say so?
I never said it.
Did you say so?
Why would I split
Did
away
you
from
say
Tamil
so?
Nadu?
Did you say
Entire
so?
India is
Did
for
you
us.
did you say so?
Entire India is for us.
Did you say so? Have you been
India-
quoted as saying so?
I never
Were you
said
not?
so.
No, you said, and I
never
quote,
said so.
I quote, I'll tell you one thing, what you said. How can the BJP claim that Congo Nadu is the people's will? Was there a referendum in the Congo region? Shall we now have a referendum, he said, to determine if Tamil Nadu wants to remain in India or not? Which means he raises a question. Why would any right-thinking person, Khushbu, raise a question whether Tamil Nadu should be remain in India or not? Why? You have any doubt over it? You want a referendum over it? Why did you say so?
Let me answer, Arnab.
Why did you
Khushbu
say
is
so?
not my mouthpiece.
Why did you
Arnab,
say so?
They are the people who have been trying to break India into pieces, and they are the same people who have been talking about standing together with one person who's been going
But
about
I will,
making
but
a
I will
fool
challenge
of
them
himself.
openly today. I will challenge them openly today, and I want to tell you people. I want to say one thing, Khushbu. When we launched Republic, our first outdoor advertising campaign was in Chennai. And the first place where I went and made a public appearance and a speech about the vision for this channel was in Tamil Nadu. And I believe that the people of Tamil Nadu are all nationalists. And I want to ask them, why do you allow these VCK leaders to say these things? His leader, Vani Arasu, 31st August, his leader, Khushbu, Vikraman's leader, because he's spokesperson, this is what he said, Vani Arasu. Tamil Nadu's absolute freedom and the Tamil people's rights to attain a unique, separate statehood to Tamil Nadu from the Union of India should be our oath and responsibility. This was said by the... Why did he say this, Vikraman?
They're backed by...
Okay, can I come in?
One
Why did he say this?
Can I come in?
Breaking the
Why
country.
did he say this?
Yeah, can I come in?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. See, I think there is a problem with the translation here. In the English discourse, you people do not understand Tamil, and you take anything for granted, and you just translate as an.
Oh, don't hide behind translations.
Okay. Whatever he said,
I understand Tamil,
whatever
and
he said
I
was
heard what he said, what your leader
Yes.
said. I understand Tamil. You
Okay.
can't deny. You can
Okay,
say
now
that
I say in Tamil.
saying that people
if-
find it
okay.
difficult to understand
yes,
Tamil.
I am saying.
I understand, I read and
I'm
write
saying in
and I
Tamil.
understand Tamil
If you
very
have
well.
guts, you translate it, Khushbu. If you have guts, you
very
translate
clearly
it.
stated.
Whatever he has said was. Tanithuvamana Tamil Nadu. Tanithuvamana Tamil Nadu. What does it mean?
Please explain what does it mean?
Tanithuvamana Tamil Nadu. What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Tanithuvamana Tamil Nadu means Tamil Nadu with individualistic characters.
Oh really? Oh
It
really?
has its characters of its own.
Yeah,
It has its culture, tradition, everything on its own.
Fool to you. On a national
Every
debate.
state is a union of states.
Tamil
India
Nadu.
is a union of states.
Tanitwamana Tamil Nadu. With an individualistic.
Yes, what
You
is
people have been
what is
talking about
that?
breaking
Yeah,
Tamil Nadu.
Tanithuvamana
You people
Tamil
have been
Nadu.
saying
What does
freedom
it
of
mean?
Tamil Nadu. You people have
What
been
does
saying
it
that we
mean?
need a separate state. Every time, whether it is you or DMK, they've been threatening about having a separate statehood for a separate breaking away from the Union, India, and having a separate. That is what Mr. A. Raja also stated, the same thing. that for us it has to be a separate Tamil
A.
Nadu. What does
Raja
it
has
mean a
been
separate
saying
Tamil Nadu?
something related to Manusmriti, where he has been quoting what
don't know
Manusmriti has been
Manusmriti.
saying,
Why are we
and I'm
discussing? Why are you
quoting,
going back?
I'm
Speak about
quoting,
why you keep going
I'm
back.
quoting
This is
Baba
Manusmriti.
Sahib,
Please go and
I'm
ask Durga
quoting
Stalin
Baba
if she
Sahib,
practices
Dr.
Manusmriti.
Ambedkar here.
Durga Stalin is a temple going. Very
I'm
pious woman is
saying
what you say. Your party leaders, the chief minister,
being a
the chief
woman,
minister's
being
wife.
a woman, you should listen to this. Being a woman,
do not
Khushbu,
deviate.
you should
One
listen
minute.
to this.
We are not
Yes,
discussing.
No, I tell you, I want to, just 1 minute, 1 minute. Your hatred for Hinduism is coming across. Volume down, and I'm asking this. I'm asking him to understand today, so Khushbu, that I find it so impossible that Vikraman does not understand that every word of his is an insult to one of India's greatest freedom fighters, Subramanya Bharati, who fought armed resistance against the British. He lived 9 years in hiding, and people like you come and speak against the country today. APJ Abdul Kalam played a key role in giving India a feasible nuclear program. He was 11th President of India. How can you talk like this? How can you talk like this? And you tell her being a woman? Do you know that a 1939 Tamil film called Thagya Bhumi depicted a woman freedom fighter? It was banned by the British out of fear. You people are opportunistic. You know nothing about Tamil Nadu and you know nothing about India. And I request you to stop making these divisive comments and exposing yourself.
Freedom fighter.
And now, Khushbu.
Allow for the charade to happen in Independence Day parade.
Please tell me.
Khushbu is on the debate.
Your main alliance, the ruling party, DMK. Do you have, Mr. Vikraman, it's a very simple question to you. Mr. Vikraman, a very simple question. Do you have the guts to condemn Mr. A. Raja's talk? Do you have the guts to condemn what he has said?
In Independence Day parade.
Do you have the guts
Tamil freedom fighters?
to go against Mr. A. Raja? Do you have the guts to say what Mr. A. Raja said was absolutely wrong? Do you have the guts to say that what your party leader has said?
A. Raja
Yeah, and viewers, and I think you know the problem with many of the people from Mr. Vikraman's party, Khushbu, is this. They think they will get away with a statement, but when it is told to them, when an exact translation is given to them, you know what happens? They look sheepish, like Vikraman is looking so sheepish right now. So sheepish right now. But that is the job, ladies and gentlemen. This network will challenge you. This network will take you on, and this network will never allow a word to be spoken against the sovereignty and integrity of this country. You understand that, Vikraman? Understand that completely clearly. Understand that completely clearly. Understand that clearly first, and then speak to me. And viewers, that's all on the debate tonight. And I shall see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and sharp at 9 o'clock. Till then, good night and goodbye.